And now to a truly horrifying story that has taken such an incredible twist. I had to bring it to your notice here on India Matters. On Sunday morning, an acid attack on a 20-year-old woman in Delhi made massive headlines, not just in the national capital, but all across the country, because acid attacks don't happen that often. And this happened outside a college campus right in the national capital. For 24 hours, this story triggered enormous outrage across the media because this woman had allegedly been attacked. There were compelling images of her burn wounds, her damaged, her plea, etc. This became a big deal. But on Monday, that's yesterday, everything changed in this story. It turned out to be nothing like what had been actually reported, and NDTV actually got to the bottom of it. So I will tell you how this incredible story actually fell apart. On Monday morning, a woman, 20 years old, alleged an acid attack. She had injuries. There were pictures of her with bandages on her arms that went viral. But there were some discrepancies in the woman's statements because the mobile locations of the accused actually exposed the plot. The main accused, the man who a finger was pointed at, who the woman accused of stalking and throwing acid on her, wasn't even in the place of the attack that took place. He was somewhere else entirely in the national capital. In addition to that, CCTV footage captured the alleged victim, the pretend victim, being led there by her sister. The bike mentioned by the woman was not at the location. Forensic tests found that there was no acid of any kind at the location of the alleged attack, and no accused was around Delhi University at the time the pretend victim said she was flung with acid. No acid at the crime scene. The woman was not dropped at college gate by brother as alleged. The woman got off her scooter 200 meters away from the college. So the victim is a Delhi University student. She apparently faked the acid attack story on the behest. And here's where it gets really interesting, viewer. She acted at the behest of her father. We're not going to take the woman's name, but her father's name is Akil Khan. He allegedly had harassed the wife of the accused. The accused's name is Jitendra. He took the help of two other people named Ishan and Aman. This was to frame the accused in this entire attack. And the wife of the accused had complained to the police. The accused's wife worked at Akil Khan's factory. And he wanted to frame the accused to take revenge because she had leveled charges of sexual exploitation against Akil Khan. So Jitendra is one of the accused. He's been framed by the girl at the father's behest. Wife was harassed by the girl's father. Wife worked at Akil's factory. The alleged victim is a DU student who therefore faked an acid attack story at the behest of her father. And how was it projected in the media? Not on NDTV, but in the media in general, that it was an acid attack, a stalking case where a helpless DU student was stalked and hunted and then victimized with acid. It wasn't even acid, it was toilet cleaning liquid. Let me bring you NDTV's correspondent Akil Jamil for more on this. Akil Khan, has he been arrested? What is the police saying at this point of time? Who else have they questioned in this entire case?
Well, Shiv, if you see in this case, what we have been seeing that since the beginning, the so-called victim has been pretending and basically giving different versions to the police. Because if you see initially when that incident took place on Sunday morning, after that, what we have been seeing that the so-called victim's brother, he has said that his sister is very critical when she was taken to a nearby hospital. And then when the Delhi police team recorded the statement of the victim at that point in time, she was absolutely okay. And after that, what we have seen that during the entire investigation process, the Delhi police team has found multiple discrepancies. Because if you see, with one single arrow, Akil Khan basically tried to cover up several cases. If you see the first heinous crime that he committed long back in 2018, he is basically sexual predator. At that point in time, there was a case which was filed against him. And again, what we have been seeing that since 2021, he was basically exploiting basically an employee in his factory since 2021. For last 3 years, he has been exploiting that woman. And when she came forward, when she basically lodged a police complaint at the Burari police station, after that, what has happened that this very man, Akil Khan, basically threatened her. Apart from that, he basically released some videos of her and sent it to the victim's husband, Jitendra. And after that, he basically staged the entire plot. And he basically, after that, involved his son as well, his daughter as well. And after that, what we have seen that his son basically put out acid on her hands. And after that, what we have seen that Delhi police basically come into the picture. And during the investigation process, they have found out that when that incident took place, Shiv, at that point in time, the main accused was not at the point. He was in Karol Bagh. So with the help of the CDRs and CCTV footages, the main accused has been basically framed and found out by the Delhi police team.
And may I just say, the woman is 20 years old, not a minor, fully capable of taking her own decisions, but she was still party to this entire charade that her father put up so that she could pretend to be an acid attack victim, all to frame somebody else who had basically leveled sexual harassment charges against him. Incredible twist. I haven't seen one of this kind in recent memory. Akhil Jamil, thank you very much for reporting all those details to us.